Hello, this is Princess Whoosh, and today I'm playing Monster Prom XXL on the Nintendo Switch. I was going to be doing Animal Crossing. I'd recorded a whole tour of my town. It was beautiful, just like that dusk twilight kind of time, just beautiful, and the file corrupted. So I'm playing Monster Prom instead because it's actually raining on my town today. Yeah, so this is a game, just came out on the Switch, has been out on PC for a while, which is where I played it originally. It is a sort of graphic novel dating simulator type thing where you've got to take a monster to prom. It is really good fun. It's got a really good sense of humor. It's quite cartoony, but it's probably more like sort of teen and up in terms of its content. It's really fun. It's got the DLC in it as well. We're going to go in for a short game on the classic. We'll see how we're doing for time. If we've got time, I'll maybe do the DLC as well. Here we go. So, Spooky High, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. So, I always play as Red, but I'm gonna play someone else. I'm gonna play as this zombie girl. Blue. You can pick pronouns, which is nice. You can pick your name.
Sweet.
It's all pretty good. All pretty nice stuff. And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LaVey, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam DeLioncourt, 4XX, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanour hid that he was truly a lovable dork. And Polly Geist, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. Oh, and Vera Oberlin, a mean, self-made gorgon with a merciless sense of business. Yay! It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? Now, I'm thinking... Oh, we had 3 weeks to choose our prom dates, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. So the game says this takes half an hour. I find it generally takes about 15 to 20 minutes, which is really fun because you can do quite a lot of playthroughs quite quickly. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but are they rotten in so many different ways? Worry no more, we're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into character stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. So yeah, you have all these sort of traits in the game, and having high points in certain traits makes you more likely to be able to do things. Oh God, great. We're starting real family friendly here on the first question. If you had to have sex with an animal, what animal would it be? You know when I said it had a sense of humor that was, yeah. There's a lot of reading as well. I'm gonna go for the dolphin. So fun. If you could put a curse on your worst enemy, what would it do? Shooba-dooba-dooba-doo. I'm not going to read all that. We'll be here all day. Let's go for this one. So bold. If you were an ice cream, what flavour would you be? Double creme de la gruyere and meringues and gruyere cheese. Rainbows and gummy bears. Tequila and Coke. Success, meat, spicy chocolate, no chocolate on fire. Rainbows and gummy bears. Let's go for Princess Mermaid Lady, because I've never dated her in this game. My last run through was Red and Damien, and spoiler alert, they got to prom. Yeah, so the way it works is it's structured over 3 weeks. And each day you get to go pick something to do that boosts your stats or improves your standing with certain people. So we're blue. You know, we can be at the auditorium, class, library, outdoors, gym, and the bathrooms. And each one has its own little interaction. Let's go to class. That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain 2 smarts. So we're quite smart, we're quite bold, if you look at the top right. Quite fun, lower in the creativity and charm. Scott and Miranda seem to be arguing about something. Your sweet mediation skills are clearly needed. No, I know our football team is called the Spooky High Spooky Monsters Who Spook, but who also play sports. But who's our mascot? Our mascot? Oh dang, you're right, we don't have one. Oh, what about Misha the mermaid? Mermaids are monsters. No way, too girly. Try this, Wally the werewolf. Why is it gotta be a werewolf? We're the monsters, not the werewolves. Yeah, well, we're not the mermaids either. Huh. Maybe the problem is that the team name is trying to cover a huge, diverse group of people with a single label. No, coach is never wrong. We're just not thinking hard enough. Think. Hey, bro. Hey, you look like a hard thinker. What mascot should we use for our team? Right, so we can either genetically engineer a cross between every kind of monster at the school, or find a regular human, dress him up in a business school, and make him the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. Corporate greed, that's the real monster. Yeah, I saw that one. Oh, I didn't like that. But if corporate greed is the real monster, what are we then? Aren't we real monsters? Are we regular people? Fake monsters, vegetables, fictional characters in a video game made for people to amuse themselves by trying to romance us? Oh, my thinking muscle is hurting. Oh, I think you just broke Scott. Congratulations. Oh no. Breaking Scott is definitely not cool. This is why we can't have nice things. You lose 2 fun and 1 smarts. No, my smarts. That was a bad start. Maybe I won't be going to prom. Okay, so they all sit at tables and you can go sort of dip into a conversation. This weird cat person, I think, sells things. So if you've got a lot of money, you can buy things. Let's go to this table. Polly and Miranda sit together. So we're going to try and romance Miranda, I think. Surrounded by Miranda's customary crowd of serfs.
Whoa.
So wait, you've actually got serfs who eat for you? Well, of course. I find eating to be terribly undignified, so I almost never do it. Hey, me either. What kind of... I don't have enough girl voices. What other kinds of crazy serfs have you got? Well, I have a serf to go to the bathroom for me, and a serf to experience difficult emotions for me, and a serf for keeping my silverware in alphabetical order. I even have a surfing serf for standing on top of whenever I go surfing. Wow, that's a lot of serfs. It's a fair amount. The only limit is my imagination. Unfortunately, my imagination serf imagined a way to escape from serfdom, so now I'm all out of ideas. Well, I'm sure with the help of Blue, we could probably think up a dope new kind of serf. Oh, is that so? I can't wait. Well, you're on the spot now. What will it be? Oh, a puppy surf. It's not actually a surf, it's 50 cute dogs. Or a party surf. Polly, a surf to experience your hangovers for you. I want a puppy surf. A surf that's actually just a room full of cute puppies? Why didn't my imagination surf come up with such a marvelous idea? I swear if he hadn't escaped, I'd have hanged him by my execution surf immediately. As a matter of fact, would you like to be my new imagination surf? The pay is non-existent, but you can make up for it in constant fear of death. You politely decline Miranda's offer, but agree to go to the animal shelter to pick out a puppy surf instead. Huzzah! Yay, we won her over a little bit. So she likes cute things.
Let's go.
Oh, it's the evening. Cool, cool. We're pretty smart. Maybe we should go to the library and keep getting smarter. That day you spend some time on the library's PCs, mining some bitcoins. This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency, but you guessed that nobody actually has any effing idea about how it really works. Anyway, you gain +2 bitcoins, which is equal to $2 million, which unfortunately is equal to 2 monster dollars. So, 2 money. I love this game. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot Scott and Miranda staring, I thought it said staving, staring intently at a picture of a seahorse. This looks like a killer seahorse, Mary. What are you so worried about? Well, you see, one of my daddy's subjects gave me this horse as a gift. Well, you've heard what they say, haven't you? Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. What? Who are they? Well, why do they say that? What's in there? I don't know. That's why I'm so distraught. I'm terrified that I'll accidentally look into this gift horse's mouth and see... See what? A gross butt? Another tinier horse? A world without sports? I don't know, and I don't want to find out. Oh, come on, Mary. You've got to find out. You've got to find out for... What's that thing Miss Ferratu's always talking about? Science? Yeah, for science. You got it right. You realize Scott's looking at you for your opinion. They both are. What do you think Miranda should do? Should she look a gift seahorse in the mouth? Breed it with sea urchins to produce gift horses with tiny mouths. Look that gift horse right in its damn mouth. They only say not to because they don't want you to find all the delicious mouth candy. Yes. So bold. Scott claps his hands with glee and drags Miranda off so they can go look in her horse's mouth. Oh, this is so surreal. The next day you run into them both contentedly eating out of a wet paper bag. Hey bro, want some mouth candy? You're absolutely right about everything you said. The candy is marvelous. Please try some, I insist. Miranda holds something out to you. It doesn't look like candy, it looks like horse tonsils. You tell them you're not hungry, which they don't mind. More horse tonsils for them. You gain 2 smarts and a boldness. That was so weird. I like it though. Right, morning, what we're gonna do. Now I've got some money from my Bitcoin endeavors. I'll show you the auditorium. Yep. Spend that money. What can I buy? Motivational poster. A PR agent. An erotic fanfic about dragons. A tube of whatever that is, that penguin mask. A Russian novel with an insightful approach to universal matters such as love and death. I might buy the PR agent. That sounds fun. Ah, nothing better than the smell of money. Well, actually, there are many better smells, but you know what I mean, right? So I'm guessing the ones that say they come with an event make things happen in the story. Oh, it's lunchtime. We're gonna go find Miranda. She's over here. You arrive at your chosen table to find Miranda folding napkins at Vera. Do you want to know what this one is for, Vera? No. I'll take that as a yes. The rose-shaped napkin fold is for birthdays between the ages of 16 and 22. Miranda's hands move fast as lightning, turning the rose into a gorgeous white swan. By contrast, the swan folding is for first weddings, third weddings, and swan giveaways. As a fashion enthusiast, I have never been so bored by a piece of fabric. Oh, and this black swan folding is for weddings where you plan to brutally murder all the guests. Not very popular, the black swan folding. Okay, that's sort of cool, but I'm still aggressively uninterested. You happen to have some napkin folding skills yourself. Maybe you can spice up this interaction. You decide to show off your most impressive napkin fold. So I can fold up a napkin to create a self-aware napkin whose sole purpose is to fold more napkins, or the writhing snake folder for when it's time to leave Vera alone and stop explaining napkin folds. Miranda seems to like napkins, so I'm gonna go with this. Oh, that's adorable! Look at it folding everyone's napkins. It's like a tiny, adorable serf. It looks like it's folding the other napkins into more self-folding napkins. I know, it's so efficient. Go, little napkin serfs, be free. Aren't you worried this will turn into a self-replicating napkin scenario, progressing geometrically until the world is nothing but napkins? Why? That sounds lovely. God, you're impossible. You seem to have mispronounced impeccable. Whatever, I'm leaving before the napkin folk take over the world. Yay! Romantic napkin lunch. I've got to stop the napkins before they take over the world, however. There we go. Cool. What we're going to do now? What we gonna do? We've been out, I think we've been outdoors, haven't we? No, we've been to the library, we've been to class. Let's go outdoors. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the reality of fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain 2 fun. That's good, because we're not that fun. You turn away from the rave to find Scott nervously sniffing at the ground and looking around suspiciously. You ask him what's up and prepare for a stupid answer. He does not disappoint. Isn't it obvious, bro? I mean, you know why all these people are out here, right? To steal my stash of awesome bones. They look like they're just out here having a good time, but it's all a ruse. It's bones they want, my bones! Quick, bro, if you're really my bro, you'll help me move my bones before all these other bros find them. Where should I move them to? Tell me! A preschool? Nobody ever looks for bones at a preschool. Forget these bones. You have a near infinite supply of bones already hidden inside of people. Let's try that. Oh, he always hates my answers. Are you telling me people have had bones inside them this whole time and I didn't know about it? But that means people are better at hiding their bones than I am. I'm supposed to be the best at bones. Me. Now what am I? Just another handsome guy who's good at sports and only so-so at bones? You know what? You can have these bones. If I can't be the best at bones, I don't want to do it at all. You don't really want all these bones, but you feel like telling Scott that would make things even worse. You lose 2 charm. Oh gosh, I'm so uncharming. And 1 smarts. Aww. My charm. Well, this is going not great. Library, outdoors gym. Let's go to the gym. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural born leader. You gain 2 charm. My charm is back. Whew. After your workout, you notice Scott standing around with a really unpleasant look on his face. Normally, Scott has a very pleasant look on his face, maybe with his tongue hanging out a little. Right now, it's not hanging out at all. As you get closer, you see that he's waving it around inside his mouth. You ask him what the hell is going on. Oh no, sorry, I'm doing tongue squats. It's part of a new workout system I found called the Idiot Cleanse. Only $1 for the first week. But I can't seem to get these tongue squats right. My form's all wrong. Look at my tongue. It's so weak and scrawny. You look like a person with a buff tongue. Do you think you could give me some pointers for ultimate tongue strength? Right. So, should I tell him they want to do some light tongue wrestling? Or tongue squats aren't meant for dog tongues. If your tongue gets too swole, how will it flap around when you stick your head out the car window? Oh, he's probably going to hate me, whatever I pick. Oh no, he thinks I'm smart. How would I drink water out of a dish? Or lick the faces of people I don't really know? You know, if optimal tongue buffness means giving up on the things I love to do, then maybe having a swole tongue isn't cool after all. Thanks, bro, you've taught me a valuable lesson. The strongest tongue is the one inside of your heart. This game. You don't know what that means, but it seems to make sense to Scott, and that's what matters. You gain 2 smarts and a creativity. Cool, cool. We've got like 2 days left. And the old promening keeps giving me Scott for all the interactions while I'm trying to get Miranda. As usual, Miranda sits before her immaculate array of carefully arranged silverware. Damien, predictably, is examining her biggest knife. So this is the one for killing people, right?
Disgraceful.
What? Heavens, no. This is the butter dagger. It would be unseemly to use it on meat. So what am I supposed to... So what am I then? Hang on. Let me get the voice. So what then? Am I supposed to use this scrawny looking knife to kill a dude? No. If you simply must kill someone mid-meal, it's customary to use the fish knife. This is merfolk caught silverware after all. That tiny thing? I might as well wait for my victim to die of old age. That is usually how it's done in my kingdom, yes. That or poison. This is ridiculous. Yo, you there, which knife would you use to kill a guy? Don't say the fish knife. The fish knife. I said not to, but you... I'll show you which knife is used for murder. Damien picks up the big scary knife you wanted to use in the first place and lunges at you. You pick up the fish knife. Yes, defend my honor. Make sure to hold the knife with pinky extended. What? How did you disarm me? I'm normally the best at stabbing. F me, I guess the fish knife really is the best for murder after all, huh? One must never doubt a princess in matters of silverware, my dear. Miranda is so impressed with your prowess in combat and silverware, she awards you her napkin as a token. Well, there's hardly a shortage of napkins now, is there, with the infinite folding napkins? What are we gonna do with my remaining time? Let's go to the auditorium. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, oh, look at the picture, that's adorable. It's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you figurative oral sex. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain 2 creativity. You run into Miranda accidentally. It's clumsy, yet kind of cute and romantic. For a second, you suspect she rehearsed it? Hi, it's so funny running into you here. So random. Anyway, I've been wondering. I got my weekly allowance today, but I can't come up with anything fun to do. It's not much, just a million, but perhaps we could come up with something? Together? Aww. I want to pick that one. So the first one is a purge of her political opponents, but I want to hire peasants to sing her story. Oh no, she hates it! Peasants? Peasants aren't suited to tell my story. It's a serious subject that only licensed jesters are allowed to reenact. Serfs get weird ideas from it. They think that the displacement of a village for a monument to my birth is somehow offensive. Aw, we don't want to give them any weird ideas, or any ideas at all. Peasants with ideas get rowdy. Aw. She asked you for a date idea and you suggested exposition. You lose 2 smarts and a creativity. No! Man, I don't think she's gonna take me to Monster Prom. Let's see. Go on, Miranda. Please.
Let's go.
You finally pluck up the courage and ask your beloved to go to the Monster Prom with you. Ugh! That's disgusting! Think of you as a sister. Actually, we royalty are very into incest, so let me correct that. I think of you as a highly unattractive. I must decline.
Disgusting.
Who needs prom? Oh no, it's me. Who needs prom? You focus your career goal of becoming a renowned surgeon. You studied hard and passed all the tests. Unfortunately, no hospital wanted to hire you because it turns out that going to prom with a cool date is an essential requirement on a surgeon's resume. No! No! My prom date. Oh, I think if we'd gotten her, if I'd picked the right thing for the thing to do with Miranda, we'd have gotten to prom with her. So you never got a job, and in the end you became homeless. Don't even dare to think the Monster Prom isn't important. Oh man. What's really fun is every time you do a run, it tells you how many of the endings, events, and outcomes you've unlocked. So we got no new secret endings, but we got 8 new events and 8 new outcomes, which is fun. Yeah. Aww. I wanted to show you guys what it looks like when you get to prom. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Miranda used her vast knowledge of serfs to get a job handpicking the best serfs for other people. Unsurprisingly, she ended up leaving her serfs to do the work. Liam honed his most admirable skill and got a job with it. He now designs Instagram filters. Polly took a summer job as the ghost of Christmas Present. She spent most of her time partying. There was almost no work because, you know, it was summer. For those 3 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Man, such a good game. It is great fun. So yeah, that was a tiny, teeny, weeny slice of Monster Prom, but it does give you a good idea of what to expect in the game. And you unlock things as you go, and if you have a run that's kind of half successful, you can sort of try and replicate it later on, and yeah, it's good. It's really good. Recommend it. It's not even that expensive. I think it's like £12 or something, and that's with the DLC. So yeah, I've been Princess Whoosh. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope you've enjoyed getting rejected for Monster Prom. But if you enjoyed the video despite my failings, you can like, you can leave a comment, or you can subscribe to the channel. Putting out videos once a week most of the time, usually on Monday. Sometimes you get an extra one as well. But yeah, so until next time, I'll see you later. Bye!